Hi folks, in today's episode we have a very special topic where we continue our series in the Fiji Islands. This time we spend 10 days as guests aboard the OG of the Kinetic fleet, the Kinetic 6201 owned by Bob and Cheryl.
As we have been frequent charter cruisers for the last few years, we felt that we lacked the first-hand experience on a performance catamaran, especially one that was as different and set up for short-handed sailing like the Kinetic. So as recent Kinetic purchasers, and while we wait for the completion of our Hull 5 build, we mentioned this issue to Bob, one of the co-owners of the company. So he promptly invited us on board of his boat in the beautiful cruising grounds of Fiji.
So we jumped at the chance to really see what it's like to live aboard and sail as crew on this yacht. We wanted to experience every kind of condition of seas and weather, and you'll see that we sure did. We'll also cover some of the activities we got into as we cruised these pristine and uncrowded cruising grounds. For us, this turned out to be an exceptional customer experience that went beyond what we had expected.
So stay tuned in this episode and we will show you what it's like to fully experience performance cruising in a spectacular cruising ground called Yasawa Islands of the Fiji Island group. Welcome to Second Wind Adventures, where we start the next chapter in our life where retirement can be fun, exciting, and challenging.
Follow along with us as we continue to transition from our regular full-time work life to a more flexible lifestyle that includes cottage living, adventure travel, and our dream to circumnavigate the globe on a sailing catamaran.
This is us, Alina and Monty. We would love if you joined us so that we can share with you the trials of achieving our goals.
So let's pick up where we left off on episode 20. We had just finished getting over jet lag and had ventured out around Nandi and Denaro Island to help provision for this trip. We had our baggage and quite a few bags of food and alcohol, and we got a cab on the morning of the first day to take us from Denaro to Vunda Marina, where the Kinetic yacht was moored.
It was about an hour to get to Vuda, which is located near a village called Visaise. We were told that this area was the first ancestral landing point where the Fijians first arrived and settled in the area. It was very pretty and not too far from Nandi Airport.
Vunda was a very nice facility and had a great restaurant on site. Showers and restroom areas, a marine supply store, laundry, and a little bakery on site. So we're just getting ready to leave now, but the first thing we did was pull up to the fuel dock here at Vunda Marina and just tied up and just taking on some more fuel before we head off on our trip. It's a really nice sheltered marina. You see a lot of boats over there on the hard, and some of the keel boats are actually sunk down into the ground where the keels are basically in a pit, so they call them hurricane pits, and some of the folks have stored their boats here for the upcoming hurricane season in a couple of months.
Hey, so we just departed. We actually made the pit stop at the fuel dock, and I think we put about 400 liters.
Yeah, 200 aside.
200 aside, and now we're headed to, not sure where, but we have to motor. We don't have a lot of wind. I think we're gonna be motoring for a while.
But we're leaving Vunda Marina.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Folding up the bag for the boom here, helping Glenn. Okay, we're underway. We're just on our way out to Castaway Island, and Bob is our captain has slowed the boat down, and now we've got the fishing hardware out. You know, this boat has got the rod holders integrated into the into the stern, and you can see we have a setup here of the 3 rods. Let's turn the camera and you can give it a look. So we'll basically see if we can catch some mahi, maybe some barracuda or something else, but yeah, we're on the inner reef, and hopefully we're gonna snag something. The island we were diving near the other day, and in the background you can see Dragonfire and the Google-owned resort that's right beside. Actually, they own the other island behind us as well. But, we're just sailing right by, or motoring right by. So let's have a look at the map of the area and see where we ended up. Initially, we were going to head towards the south side of the main island called Vitu-Levu, and perhaps head towards the Lau Island group on the southeast area of the islands. We came outside of the main reef passage past Castaway Island and headed towards an area called Natadola Beach. Natadola is very close to the famous Cloud Break surfing area.
The boys had this ambitious idea that they were going to take surfing lessons and then surf the break. Good morning. We are close to Natadola Island, and you can see it's beautiful. It's a great beach. You can probably do a lot of water sports here.
Surfing. We're supposed to go surfing.
I think even kite surfing. I think when it's sunny and nice weather, this spot is amazing. Unfortunately for us, when we came, it was really rolly. The swells were just terrible. It wasn't terribly windy, but the swells, even at night, it was just really challenging. Let's just put it this way.
Swells were coming right into the pass. So.
I don't think I've ever experienced this before, where you're trying to sleep and it's just so rolly that the boat is just moving quite a bit. So it's still quite cloudy, and I think they're saying that the swells are gonna get even higher. So
another meter and
we're
a half.
Another. That's significant. So we're gonna take off. We're gonna go somewhere else and
go north to the Yasawas.
Hopefully, it's gonna be better there.
We're sailing for the first time. Not bad. Raining a bit. Over 8 knots. Got the small jib out. Full main. Fabulous. Okay, we're doing 10.4 knots speed over ground, and it's blowing about 16 current wind speed. So we're just about to do, and Bob is going to demonstrate how to do a push button jibe.
This is downwind lazy man sailing inside Fiji reef waters. Push button jibe. Not quite a bear in the hand, that's another hour away, so we'll have to have that in the next one. But alright, so we just go right into the jibe, just center in the traveller. We have a curved traveller, so I don't need to worry about my main sheet. So now I'm getting pretty centered. I'm just going to go through the jibe now. So we're going into the jibe at 9.5 knots, and
let's watch.
We'll see what we come out. We're now centered as we go dead downwind. And hear a bit of
and there's the flip, self-tacker.
Alright, there we go. Just carry on now, and we just drived and we came out at 7.5. So
there you go.
Not exactly a racing jibe, but we're not exactly racing sailing right now. So.
And tell me, Bob, did your finger get tired at all? Sore, tired?
No, it's okay.
No blisters. No.
On a hot day out, using the outside controls.
Should I get you a glass of water?
No, sorry, one last trick.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to just tuck the what you call it around. and then we're in good shape.
All right.
I'm sorry,
Nice jibe. Nice jibe.
So I'll come up 10 and we'll get going. So,
perfect.
There you go.
Thanks for the demo, Bob.
Yeah.
So after such a drastic change in the weather and wind directions, we had it with getting our butts kicked and anchor, and they were calling for even worse conditions in the southern area. Therefore, we changed our plans, including surfing for the day, and we headed back up to the northwest and back inside the barrier reef, where conditions were far better.
As we approached our anchorage for the day, we slowed down and were pleasantly surprised when we caught a fish.
Yeah, we'll go around. You see, there's always good meat up in here.
So you did the spine, on the spine first and then behind the gills?
Well, I like to cut it first. This is actually, I think, going to be a relative. And then down here is the toro. This is the belly.
Yeah, the belly, yeah.
So we want to respect that, eh? Yeah. So we'll take that down there.
Oh!
There we go. Back up. Okay, fella. See you, mate. That boat there.
It's 15 meters deep.
Yeah, reasonably.
This is the end of day 2. We're just gonna anchor now. So as we're anchored here in Nalawaki Bay on Wai'a Island, enjoying the scenic views, let's talk about Kinetic 6201 for a bit. As we had mentioned, Kinetic 6201 was the first kinetic catamaran built at the yard in Naisna in South Africa. It is an all-carbon, performance cruising catamaran with retracting centerboards in each hull, swept-back bows, carbon mast, furling boom, and a North Sails 3DI suite of performance sails.
This 62-foot version was the original template for our 54-foot yacht, with the same forward center helm and working forward cockpit, full galley layout, and a very similar cabin and convertible office cabin option in the owner's hull. Some of the evolved features that we have had in our build include our additional solar arch, transom retractable swim platform, larger performance sail plan, and of course our hot orange metallic hull color and blackout accents.
And the captain and first mate are going on shore to pay respects to the chief and bring gifts, as is customary here. And in return, we will be allowed to go on shore, explore a little bit, perhaps even fly our drone. We're not sure, but they'll try. So that's the gift. Can you show me, Monty? So what do you have there?
Kava. Cans.
Okay.
Cans and kava.
We're doing our Sevu Sevu.
What is it? Zabu Zabu?
Sevu Sevu.
Okay.
It's the giving of a gift to express your appreciation for anchoring in the bay, and reciprocation. You're welcome to partake in anything the village is doing and enjoy. It's plain respect. Yeah.
Thank you.
Action, roll.
All right.
Fantastic.
Hey Monty, what are you doing?
Checking things out.
And what's with all the lines out?
Well, these are all sails, different ones.
Ah,
So we got an A2, an A0, and we just put away one staysail. So
there are a lot of lines here.
there's no wind, so it's a good time to put up the sails. Okay, there we go. We've got the J2. Yeah, J0 and the self-tacking jib. All the weapons are ready to go for tomorrow.
We're ready to go and play tomorrow, yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Glenn.
What are you guys trying to do now?
These are the sheets for the A2, the asymmetrical spinnaker.
Yeah.
So just getting it ready.
We're going to deploy onto
Going to A2. Beauty. It's a great day for sailing. So we've got the A2 asymmetrical spinnaker deployed. And as you can see, it's a thing of beauty. We're sailing. Let's see how fast we're going. Doing a broad reach.
9 knots and 11 knots of breeze. So it's pretty comfortable for cruise mode, I think.
So furling in, you just
Perfect.
Okay, Alina at the helm.
Yes, she is.
Go girl.
Doing good. Well, we're actually sailing low right now to go around a piece of coral.
Yep.
Reef we don't want to hit, and then in about 2 miles we'll be able to come up and put turbo on.
Yeah, so we got the A2 out and great conditions.
Yep.
We're doing speed over ground is 9.2 right now. True wind speed is 10.9, 10.7.
10.3.
10.3. Doing pretty good.
Okay, you're sailing a little bit low now, Alina. Yep. Alright, carry on. Come up a little bit. Yeah, come up.
Okay, we're going upwind, and let me show you some of the performance numbers. We're, you know, comfortably cruising upwind to our next destination, the north end of the Yasawa Islands, and we have Bob at the helm, and let's have a look and see what the conditions are like. Okay, let's take a look at the instruments now. Okay, so we're doing over 11 knots, and looks like the apparent wind angle is 46 degrees. True wind speed is 24 knots. So this is the first time we're going over 11 knots upwind. You know, last time we were on that Leopard 50, we were basically only touching 10 knots but going downwind. So now we've got true wind speed of about 22 knots, and we're hitting 11-12 knots. Pretty quick. So what do you think?
I think it's amazing sailing. I don't think we've ever gone so fast, ever.
Yeah, I know. What's wrong with doing 12 knots upwind, huh?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
And it doesn't feel like you're going really
Yeah, we're not
fast.
slamming. I don't hear the bridge deck slamming. Do you?
Yeah,
Nothing.
no.
Nothing. Nothing.
Wow.
So we're doing 12.1 knots upwind. What's the true wind speed? 22, 23 knots true wind speed. It's very comfortable. I'm sitting in the front cockpit. I'm not getting wet. See the wind angle here? We're actually in a close reach, and yeah, very comfortable. It's blowing nicely. Lots of white caps around. One reef in the main. Some local fishing going on there, and the bobbing around. But check this out. So we got a luxury motor yacht off our starboard beam here, and it looks like we're beating them.
After leaving Nalawaki Bay, we head further north to even more remote locations in the Yasawa Island group. We spend the next few days at anchorages in remote Namataya Bay and Narewa Bay. These locations are so off the beaten path that there were rarely more than one or two other boats anchoring nearby. These areas were often surrounded by stunning coral reef formations which offered great snorkeling and fishing opportunities. So we took advantage of that.
Occasionally, we would go ashore to explore, collect shells, or just spend some time off the boat. As you'll see, the beaches were often pristine and no one to be seen at all. We took the opportunity to take advantage of some non-sailing activities on these beaches. Just asking.
Card, huh? In the middle. In the middle. Oh, yeah, here we go.
And how crazy. This is too boring.
No!
Okay, drink Fiji Gold beer.
You can be Mark
Full
Anthony.
strength, lower carbs, full flavor. 4.6.
Whole can, one guy.
Bula.
Bula. Bula.
Okay, Kava next.
Oh.
Yes!
Yay! Way to go, baby! Way to go! Can you foil now? See if you can pump it. Yeah. You got it. Yeah. Woo.
Yes, he's on the foil! Your board was taken. Oh. Yeah, he's up. All right, well. How very rude.
Oh, there he goes, there he goes. There he goes, he's up. He's up, he's oh, he's still up. Oh, he's going way to the side. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, no.
All right, so Monty's using the dockmate for the, well, that's his first time. Let's see if he's gonna do it right.
So you just toggle the way you want to go, I suppose.
Don't worry, Monty, we'll just keep score and be very critical.
Yeah, there's only 3. That's kind of fun.
Probably a little less on the
Seems a little fast.
One more.
Like,
Okay, stop there.
Okay.
Yeah, should be, just a fraction more. A little bit more. Yeah. No, wrong way.
Well, you should do the final.
Sorry? A bit more. Fraction more. Stop. Okay. No, it's too far. Hang on, just.
Off the ground now.
Stop it.
Yep.
Good job. You can use dockmate.
Yeah. Go.
Easy peasy. All right.
I think he's just hanging there. Yeah, okay. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Just nice.
like a pro.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Doc made us worth every penny. Okay, Glenn's setting up the furler for the J0. Continuous loop to the winch to the furler.
It's a good move. You need movement, huh?
Yeah, looks good now.
Looks good. Oh, and there it goes.
Needs this sheet loose. Can you loose? Yeah. Can you free that line up, Monty?
Yep. Good.
So,
Okay. So the J0 is deployed.
so we have the outer reef coming up in 4 miles. We'll get
Okay,
to
so we
that.
got 4 miles of runway.
We'll go a little bit further.
Okay, so we got 8.7 in
8.8 and 9.7 right now.
9.7.
9.6,
Pretty
yeah.
close.
Well, yeah, but you see here 8.9 and 9.5
Yeah.
without proper, without full trim. We're also carrying
A lot of fuel.
and water. We're probably carrying an extra ton and a half of fluids over what we normally need. The objective of the exercise is to show that on a catamaran, outside driving the A2 is actually much easier than on a monohull because you've got such a wide point that you're releasing from and bringing to. The challenge is just really allowing the clue to float forward, and then the helmsman steering through a slow turn, and then as soon as we get to the point where the clue is sort of forward of us, that's when Monty comes in. If you bring it in too soon, it's going to go to custard, and you'll be buying beers at the bar.
Oh yeah. If I'm still on board.
All right.
All right. I'm going to show Monty how he would. Now, Monty, if you just watch that line, the front line. Okay. When you're ready. You just got to get that front line out of that little hook before it rolls up. To the side. Okay, you ready, Glenn?
Yeah, you just feel it. Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Maybe, I think.
Right,
More slack?
yeah. Hold it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
You want to get a bit more tension on your sheet there, you go.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on another sheet there, Monty.
Well, we're going to deploy in a minute.
there wouldn't have been enough wind to push the sail through.
Yes.
It's dropped down to 6.5.
You are usually better.
Oh, I think it's just up ahead.
It's the opposite of dry.
Fresh water.
Alright. So we're going for the plunge. Oh, this is pretty cool. Oh, there's got to be a passage. Probably over in the corner there. So where people are coming from. Oh, it's only about the tide here. That's right. So we're about the tide here. Yeah. So, and we're in salt water. We still go up. Good job.
Okay, it's our last day of sailing, unfortunately, and we're just leaving Blue Lagoon in the background here. It's not a lot of wind today, this morning anyway, but we're just going to motor sail. We're heading back to Vunda, which is the base where we left, and so that's about 60 nautical miles. So either we're going to motor sail, or hopefully, if the wind picks up, even sail all the way back. So anyway, we're going to go back to Nandi, the Nandi area.
Well, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned, because in our next and final episode in this series in Fiji, we're going to have a close look at the features and design elements of this Kinetic 6201, which make it a very special performance catamaran. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks for watching.